On my way to Dublin Airport, I have been thinking about how to combine the novel Fortress Besieged to talk about my feelings on my first trip back to China in 4 years. Back in home, people of our age often face pressure from parents urging us to find a girlfriend when we return China. For instance, before I turned 23, my mom kept telling me not to date early, but as soon as I turned 23, she constantly urged me to find a girlfriend. Everyone has their own suitable time to get married. Some people are suited to get early marriage, like my great-grandfather, who got married at 16 in the year 1924, exactly 100 years ago. Others are suited for late marriage, like Bill Gates, who married at 39, and Elon Musk, who married at 42. The average marriage age for men in Ireland is 37, and for women is 35. Everyone has their own pace and timing, and there's no need to compare. There's a famous quote in the novel Fortress Besieged. Marriage is like a besieged fortress. Those outside want to get in, and those inside want to get out. In fact, going abroad and returning home is much the same. When I was in China, I always thought about good things abroad, and when I was abroad, I missed the good things in China. Now, I try to change my mindset. When I return to China, I think more about good things in China, such as the cheap food, convenient public transportation, living with my family, and the warm climate. And when I'm back in Ireland, I think more about the good things in Ireland, such as endless green fields, the cool and raining climate, and the less competitive and more free environment. In Fortress Besieged, the protagonist Fang's greatest tragedy is that he spends his entire life trying to live up to others' expectations, rather than pursuing the life he truly desires. He studied in Germany and France, but failed of getting any degree. But in his quest for others' approval and belonging, he bought a fake diploma from an Irish con artist, despite knowing that true value of education lies beyond degrees. If I were him, I would honestly admit that I did not get the degree. After all, I still have the study abroad experience and language skills, making me valuable in China. Others of the same era, like Zhou Enlai, Lu Xun, Chiang Kai-shek, and Deng Xiaoping, who didn't get their degrees in Japan or France, but still become a great writer or prime ministers. Fang's timidity in love is equally lamentable. The desire for belonging and identity recognition often becomes a shaker that binds oneself. A trapped heart is harder to liberate than a trapped body. The education I received in China emphasized endure the hardest hardship to become the highest person. We were taught to work hard to solve exam problems and climb on the top of pyramid. But now I realize that if our confidence is dependent on external things, nothing in external world is permanent. When we played football as children, we thought the scores and winning were most important. But years later, the scores are forgotten, and what remains is the experience of sweating and teamwork. Similarly, the importance placed on money, fame, and status in the adult world is akin to game scores. If one is obsessed with power, retirement is inevitable. If one is obsessed with material wealth, how many nations from Rome Empire have survived? Understanding this emptiness, we will focus more on the process, on happily living in the present, and thus achieve the state of ultimate freedom. The real pyramid of social classes comes from our hearts. According to the three-body problem, it is a thought seal, and according to the book Sapiens, it is the imagined myth. Our confidence should not come from proving that we are better than others, but from the value of self-fulfillment. Everyone is the master of their destiny, and we all have the choices to pursue the life we love.